Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 2017 Porsche Cayenne S. This is a clean title, clean Carfax car. We can finance it through Cuddle. We can put an extended warranty on it, and we welcome trades. So we are a fan of the Cayenne. This would be the entry level for us. We're only buying S's, which is a twin turbo V6. We believe the standard Cayenne is just not enough engine for the car. Because they're meant to be driven, and so we like this. We also like the GTS. The reason we bought this car had a base MSRP of $78,000. When they got done building it, it was a $112,000 car, which is over $30,000 in optional equipment. And you'll see that when I get inside. So the Michelin's got Michelin's on it. Those are upgraded wheels. There's no curb rash on any of them. There's not a mark or a dent or a ding anywhere on this car. It's in really, really good shape. It was obviously custom ordered and custom built. The two of the major packages are going to be Sport Package and Premium Package Plus. Those two packages alone are over $12,000. I think the Premium Package Plus is $7,500 and the Sport Package is $56 or $57, something like that. So really, and then they did a bunch of factory ordered paint upgrades. So they had the interior painted to match the exterior. So it does have towing package. You'll see dual exhaust. It's got a power rear lift gate. So these so super and very, very clean. So we like there seems to be two schools of thought on the Porsche SUV. The Cayenne is a much heavier car than the Macan, but it is much more sure-footed in bad weather. Much more stable feeling. Definitely you can feel the weight behind it. And so that is the pro and the con to it. The reason people like the Macan is because it feels much more nimble. It feels like it weighs quite a bit less, which it does. But for overall safety and performance, the Cayenne has been a home run of a car for Porsche, and so is the Macan. And we bought this specifically because of the build. So that's Porsche's lights, which is an upgrade. They call it dynamic lighting, I believe. You've got a front camera. You can see the bubble there in the grille. I mean, the paint, there's not a mark on it. It's really, really clean. The interior was all special ordered. So you've got a Bose sound. You've got stitch doors. You have sunshades here on the doors. You have, I think that's called Carmine Red, the seat belt, so that's an upgrade. Those are GTS, typically in the GTS. The white inserts, one of the things they paid for in this car was to have the vents. That was $2,200 in the Porsche world to have the vents painted. The same as the exterior color. So that was one of the things they did. And then I do believe another, and I can't remember what it is, but they paid to have the trim painted also, so you'll see the center console, and that was not cheap. So there's your door panel. So really clean stitching, which is nice. This here is an indication you've got a blind spot monitor. So perforated seats. Really, really nice. And considering those are white, they've worn well. So this is a funny thing Porsche does. This is an indication you have Porsche entry and drive, which is basically Porsche's keyless go. I don't know why they had to make a whole assembly for that. Everybody else has seemed to get around it, but Porsche, that's what they do. It's whatever. It's also on the left side, which is another Porsche thing. I'm going to put the windows up real quick, and I'll close the sunroof. So up here, you have shade and sunroof control. You have on the right, let me turn that down, is home link. So those are programmable for security gates and garage door openers. One of the things that most people are not going to know is this is how you turn your parking sensors off if you want to. It's up here. The first time I got in one of these, I looked forever for that stupid button because it's almost always in the lower center console. Not the case here. So there's your driver's side or passenger side door, passenger side seat. All really, really clean. Literally no signs of wear. You have a stitched dash, and part of the Premium Package Plus, I believe, is the Sport Chrono, which is an indication of a clock here. They also ordered the garnet red gauges, so the background is harder to see on the car when you're when it's running. We've got pictures of it, but you can't see the garnet red, which is nice. You have a heated steering wheel. You have a sports steering wheel, you have a paddle shifter, the one on the right is an upshift, the one on the left is a downshift. You have Bluetooth and your onboard control. This little button here you can scroll through and change your display to a bunch of stuff. And then cruise control over here, voice activation, and signal indicators. Your heated steering wheel is right, there's a little trigger right behind this button on the back end of this, and if you toggle it, you'll see on the right hand side here, the heated steering wheel is now on, and then you toggle it again and it's off. So a very subtle thing there. So center console really clean, dash and center console really clean. So sport exhaust, sport plus, which you may have heard that, totally different. Traction control delete. You have off-road mode, you have a bunch of settings here, you have height adjustable suspension, and then you have sport plus, sport and comfort mode. You do have on or off-road, so that's going to give you a locking diff. They're very capable cars in bad weather, one because they have a really good all-wheel drive system, and then the other is they're heavy, so their footprint stays. It's one of the most stable cars I've ever driven in torrential downpour. Which I will never forget, which happens all the time in Portland. So climate control, you do have heated and ventilated seats. The right is a 3-stage ventilated, and you have that for the driver and passenger, and then that's a 3-stage heated. Media interface, so you can see again the vents are painted. It's a subtle but really nice touch, and then all the stitch dash. So the media is fairly straightforward on this. So you have buttons down here, so map for the navigation, your home. It's going to give you a choice of selection. You do have Bluetooth, media. You have a jukebox, so you can store music on here. AM, FM, satellite radio. Maybe is there anything else on here? So you have a backup camera and a surround view. So surround view in front. So you've got the cameras I showed you. This comes from, there's a camera underneath each of the side mirrors. One of the things that's interesting, which took me a while to figure out, is if you open that, oh, you know, on Porsche it doesn't turn off. That's cool. On BMW you lose the view. On Porsche that does not change, so that's nice. What else? Anything else? Trying to think of anything else. 46,803 miles. Let me show you the window sticker real quick. We do have books and keys. I have a picture. We've got 2 master keys and the books. So there's the window sticker. It's an impressive build. So a base of 70, I guess 79. And then you've got wheels. You have the leather trim, premium plus, trailering package, sport package. I mean the contrasting leather, and then interior package painted vents. I mean, it's just so $112,000 when it was all said and done, and really nicely done. The thing about a Porsche, you can spend more on your optional equipment easily than you do on the car. If you've ever seen the catalog for optional equipment, it's absurd. You do have you also have a panoramic roof. So anyway, super clean car. It's been really well maintained, very well taken care of. It doesn't need anything that we're aware of. As I mentioned, we can finance it through Cuddle. I can put an extended warranty on it out until 100,000 miles, and we welcome trades. If you have any questions or would like additional information, please feel free to contact us, and we can be reached at 503-227-2354. And thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.